Hello guys, welcome back to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Today we're going to be hopping in the ARC-170 starfighter, if I can steal from this guy, there we go. We are going to be playing with this starfighter today in a CTF space battle, something I haven't done yet on the channel yet. And there's a lot of different things I want to talk about as well. I'm picking this not just because of it's a cool starfighter, it's probably my favorite starfighter from the Star Wars series in general. In all genres, all eras, everything. But I'm also planning on a Space Engineers build. It's not going to be my own builds, it's more of a scenario, a lot like the ambush over a snow moon video that I had recently. And I'm really excited for it. Been putting a lot of work into it. Recently I also planned a community event, but unfortunately my internet just kind of took a poop. And I wasn't able to connect with anybody, so I was not able to finish with that video. I'm just kind of chilling over here inside this frigate here, just kind of... I guess there's no turrets on the inside, they wouldn't expect someone to get so close. Swing back around and finish it off. There we go. So, I'm very excited for it. This build that I'm talking about, we're going to be featuring the ARC-170, the starfighter that I'm flying right now. I'm also going to have a lot of different things in it. The basics of it is that we're going to be ambushing, not really an ambush, it's a planned attack though. We'll be attacking a separatist base that'll be orbiting a planet. And there's a lot of different things to it. I have a notebook full of notes, just writing ideas out and different things that I can do. Very much so planning this one out before I'm going and doing it. Which I dare say is something I should do a lot more. Many times when I do videos I just kind of wing it. But recently I've been planning things out a little bit better. And I quite like that. It reminds me of school. In a good way though. Kind of like when you write a really good essay and you feel really proud about it. It's that kind of good. And I want to be doing that more, having a lot more planning and strategy involved in these videos rather than just kind of shooting from the hip. So, very excited for this, but I do want to share the experience for the video itself. I've been working quite a lot on it. I've been working, I think I had 8 hours clocked in the past 2 days, just on this one video. So it's definitely not going to be a quick and easy video. I hope it's going to be really good, so stay tuned for that in the near future. Try to get this bomber here. Oop, wasn't quite locked on there. Wow, you're really getting hit with this flak right now. Let's try to get out of here. Oop. There we go. Got him. Alright, so we have a friendly that has a flag, but he's not seeming to be doing anything. The bomber coming in too. Wow. I don't know how to dodge that, but I like it. Alright, so where is our flag carrier at?
The Republic no longer possesses the flag.
Oh, he was right there, okay. So let's get up close to this Providence cruiser and stay outside the flag if we can. As long as you stay close, you won't really get hit.
The flag is under separatist control.
Alright, looks like I'm not sure if their flag reset or what. Yep, it did. We have one of those vultures. I do want to mention one of my favorite builds in Space Engineers so far that I found. The most efficient. Oh my gosh, just got taken down. The most efficient build I've ever seen in Space Engineers is one of the Perfect Blinkies builds. It's the second version. That's a cool looking clone trooper. It is a second version of the Vulture droid. Very, very good build. Very efficient build. There's very little wasted blocks that are not aesthetic or have some sort of purpose to them. What? There we go. Had a little bit of issue getting there. As well as the ARC-170 as well. Very good build. Pretty efficient. I've actually made it a bit more efficient in my build. Just like changing a few different things around with it by adding in shields, like just underneath the two dorsal wings, the S-foils that you have there, and you also have, they weren't dorsal wings, they were S-foils. You also have a bunch of wasted blocks in the interior, also like shoved a bunch of shield blocks in there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Space Engineers, you have a shield mod. Very cool mod. I just found out about it like maybe last week or so. Very, very cool. When you try to damage the said block, let's say it's attached to your ARC-170. If you try to damage any block that's attached to the ARC-170, even across a rotor, it will create this like bubble, like that, kind of like the Halo 3 bubble shield. And it'll prevent any damage that goes to your ship, and it will redirect that said damage back to the shields. Now your shields have a certain limit, so let's say you have only one generator, you'll only have like maybe 1,000 hit points, and maybe a single round does 50 hit points. So you can get the idea that it'll take quite a few rounds. However, I've also included a bunch of Star Wars mods. Hopefully this ship doesn't fall like that. There we go. So I've included a lot of like blasters and whatnot from the Star Wars genre, Star Wars universe, and those blasters do a lot of damage. I've also had a bunch of sheets and notes just on those alone, and it's so to get an idea for a single kinetic round, it does, let's assume that's the base, because I actually don't know how much damage it does like as far as hit points wise, but your regular blaster does 8.6 times more damage than a kinetic round. So if you shoot one kinetic round, sorry, if you shoot 8.6 kinetic rounds, it's the equivalent of shooting one blaster round. So it's very, very good. Quite overpowered for the amount of weight that you have to carry as well for your ammo. And so all of these different ships have been doing a lot of weapons testing and doing a lot of research, just trying to figure out what's the best balance for these ships to be able to have for these videos. And hopefully that's something I can use for the future, that I can apply for future videos. And so when I want to be able to make other videos, such as another scenario, that can be done. Other things I want to talk about is I would love to do like official Space Engineer scenarios, not just once in videos, but when I do feature them in a video, I upload it to the workshop so you guys can enjoy it as well. I think that'll be a good twist to everything. It'll be a good way to kind of promote myself, as well as giving you guys the chance to basically to play what I did in a video. And I think that'd be good for, it's mutually beneficial for both for you as a viewer and me as a creator. And I think it'll be a lot of fun too to do that and just hear feedback from people. I love hearing feedback. It's I don't know. I really like hearing that, even if you don't like it and stuff. I like hearing people, say what they think about the stuff that I do, the content that I make and whatnot. I don't know. It makes me feel established, I guess, or not justified. It's not quite the word for it, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something right, and I like that. I wasn't able to fit that many shields on the ARC-170 for the upcoming Space Engineers video. However, it can withstand around 12 rounds of blasters. So I have a bunch of the Vulture droids, which I'm actually in the works of trying to get them to be the pirate droids. Like, let's say the, what were they called in Space Engineers? The pirate drones. So when you start off a Space Engineers game and you have the enemy factions, you have like pirate factions and whatnot, I'm trying to get it and have the Vulture droids be their drones that spawn in. I've already set it so when you have enemy vehicles or personnel in front of it, they fire their blasters. So all I've got to do is have them chase after the players like the drones do. In the, like for example, the Easy Start Earth, you have the drones that spawn in. They are programmed to chase after the player character that's in the game. Alright, the Separatists just scored a point. Now, if I get them to chase me as a player character, then I can get them to simulate being droids and chase after you. And when they get in certain range, it's actually 50 meters in front of you, I suppose behind you, either way, it wouldn't matter. Then they begin firing their main weapons, which is really, really cool. For someone who can't connect online, I can still create scenarios like that. And that is victory. So very excited for things coming ahead, coming soon. Stay tuned for different videos that I have coming out. And as well, if you have ideas of your own, feel free to let me know. I've had some issues as well with my Stellaris playthroughs. And I don't know, a lot of things that are in the works right now, but those don't really get finalized. So we'll see where those go. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this, let me know. And as always, stay classy out there.